So, here we go.
Hey guys, what's up? It's 2.5 Thiccies. Welcome back. We are on our fourth, fifth installment. I don't know. We got a good guy here, Bill.
Hey.
You go by Bill?
B-1LL.
B-1LL, my bad. B-1LL.
Yeah, no, it's all right. Like when it's written out, I mean, my name is Billy at the end of the day.
Okay.
To tell you the truth, the way I selected my name was probably the most generic shit in the whole world.
All right. He's
Yeah.
Bill or
Okay.
B-1LL here is big into making his own music. So, and you know the rest of us, we don't do anything productive. So
I shit post on YouTube. That's about all I do.
yeah, that's about all. I
Well,
shit
I mean,
post
no,
a lot on Twitter.
You guys kind of got a whole ass show right here. I mean, you're doing a little bit better than some cats. Some guys are just sitting around blowing weed with their hand in their pants.
Yeah, that's fair.
We've actually filmed...
I mean, I can't see you. Is that what you guys are doing there?
No.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say, damn, I could totally kick it with you guys. Like all you do is blow weed with your hand in your fuck. Let's go.
No, I can't.
Yeah, we filmed a couple episodes actually that I didn't necessarily delete, but we've been doing this. I'd say this is the third or fourth episode, right?
All right.
Fifth?
But only... Is it fifth? I don't think it's fifth.
I don't know. I'm bad.
I think we did two, and then that was just kind of like... It was more or less a test run.
Yeah,
then...
sort of like testing the waters.
Yeah,
First time though, we got actually a lot of viewers. Like Rainbows and Darkness talking in my chat right now. She came in the first podcast, and she's been here ever since.
Nice.
Yeah.
Long time fan, right from the start. Day one's rock.
From the
Fucking
start,
day one's rock.
OG.
She is day one.
Day one.
Yeah,
right.
that's the bottom bitch right there, fam. Excuse my terminology.
All right, I got some questions here, I think. Have you ever had a lot of issues with bandmates plagiarizing other people's lyrics?
Well, what I've been doing for the last couple years now, since I've been out here in Evansville, is like I've kind of stepped away from the mic a little bit, and I've sort of been doing my Dr. Dre shit behind the computer, right?
Indiana,
And,
Evansville.
Yeah.
My girlfriend lived there 4 years. She loves that town.
It's not a bad town. It's turning into shit right now. I can't cap.
Is it?
Like, yeah, it's getting raggedy. It's like a little Chirac down here.
Wow.
Better than Linton.
Yes. Worlds of improvement. There's more activity, definitely more gun violence.
I'm from the same area. Seth and I here went to high school together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, we know each other since probably first grade or something like that.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to live in your guys' vicinity like a couple years back.
I'm up in Muncie now.
Muncie. I had an uncle that lived there once upon a time.
It's a little sketchy.
It's small as fuck. It's pretty small, but
it's not now.
remember...
Now it's not. No, it was like 80, 90,000 people. It's almost the size of Wilmington.
Okay. See, I can't really cap. I went there when I was like 8.
Okay, yeah, it's probably been a while.
That was like 1,000 years ago already. So.
Oh yeah, how old are you now?
I'm 38.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. I've been producing.
You're barely older
40.
than my girlfriend.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Your girlfriend's really nice, by the way. I met her for the first time today. She's a really cool person.
Yeah, she's 36. She doesn't look 36 though.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah,
no,
she's
Seth
also...
looks 50. He's pretty much bald now.
Yeah, he looks a whole ass old Jewish guy.
I don't look like that.
Yeah, you do.
I thought when I first saw him.
Yeah, I mean, just like hunch your shoulders over a little bit, put some glasses on, but let them exist off the tip of your nose and put on one of those green accountant hats, bro. You're there.
Yeah,
you're that shiesty little Jewish guy at the jewelry store.
I feel like I always wear my glasses like on my head.
Seth's just getting roasted in his own podcast.
I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry.
Nah,
I love you to death, though, Seth. For real, that fucking much love, always and forever, and like you have my
Oh my
sword.
god, I just can't believe this. All right.
You know, I'll straight up, I'll pray. Well, I'll shoot somebody below the waist for you.
Gross.
No, I mean with a gun, man.
You never shoot someone in the penis. Don't you watch South Park?
Oh no, not the penis, just below the waist, so I avoid an attempted murder charge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fine.
it's all
That's a thing.
it's all strategy, bud. All strategy out in these streets.
That's a pretty messed up way. You could just shoot someone's like legs off with like a 50 cal, and it wouldn't be charged as like murder.
No, it's assault with a deadly weapon. That's all. It's a lesser charge.
That's
And don't get
crazy.
it twisted. You're still going to prison forever, but it's a lesser
Still a
charge.
felony.
Yeah, you're still going under the prison, man. But I mean, it's a lesser charge.
Playing the system. I like it. I like it.
It's all about making mom proud, you know. Like I want her to be like, my son is a good felon.
Seth, when you pulled up today, there's like some random couple talking to us. Like they walked by and my girlfriend was laying on my shoulder. And I'm like, oh wow, you guys must be tired. The hell?
Nah,
Leave me
like
alone. Don't talk to me.
See, I would have hammed that up. I'd have been like, yeah, our Adderall prescription got cut off today. I'm like the worst in public, tell you the fucking truth.
That's bad
I-
too. I don't know. That's pretty bad.
Oh no, man. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm
I
just
don't know.
weird. I'm not like bad.
We're gonna have to go to a
Awkward.
grocery store. We're gonna have to go to like a Walmart, and we're gonna have to split ways and like film that shit and see
Who gets
comes
kicked out
back.
first? Oh.
Yeah, either who gets kicked out first or who pulls the most audacious shit and gets away with it.
I would say I'd win that.
What's that?
I'd win that.
Oh, I'm a normal dude. I'm not gonna do that. I'm fine. I'm a normal guy.
I've done some dumb shit in Walmart.
He
This
said I've
sounds
done some
really
dumb shit at Walmart.
suspicious.
Calvin, you probably steal all the pizza rolls or something.
Oh, I stole something today. What did
I
I
don't steal
steal?
nothing. I don't steal nothing from.
He's like, I get in
Walmart.
the deli case for them pizza pockets.
Hell yeah. See, now
I
ain't
stole
fucking around
something
with
from
no
the
pizza
store today.
rolls.
I don't remember what it was. It was something really stupid too. I didn't even mean to.
Wait, you stole from a store today?
Yeah,
Why?
I didn't mean to. It was something really
What?
stupid. It was like $2. I can't remember that.
And you just like accidentally put it in your pocket and walk out?
No, I didn't scan it. It was like under grocery bags, and I didn't see
Oh. Were you doing like the self checkout or whatever?
it. Yeah,
I always had a fear of doing that.
I
And
don't
then, like,
care if I do it.
the buzzer go off or something.
Oh man.
Oh, I've had the buzzer go off. When I was coming in, there's a lady carrying 2 pairs of shoes. The buzzer went off, and she didn't look around. She just kept moving straight. I was like, "Oh, she's stealing." That's all
She's
it is.
stealing.
Oh man, my stepdad, he stole headlights from Walmart one time. We walked in and he didn't actually get away with it. Like we got up to the counter to pay for it and he paid for something else and then he walked out with headlights like it tucked in his hoodie and the dinger thing went off and the dude was like, "Sir, do you have anything that you shouldn't?" And he was like, "Do you guys have Oliver wine?" And then he like sprinted down an aisle and just threw it. And I don't know how he got out of it. Like as soon as that dude, the cashier, started talking to him about it, I just walked out. I was like, I'm not dealing with this shit.
He pulled the distraction.
I haven't
Yeah.
stolen in a while. I used to be when I was really broke. When I was living in Vincent's, I stole a giant pan from Big Lots.
Where did you stick that?
Right now. Hell,
Well, it was like 3 years ago. What's the statute of limitations?
about
I
5
just-
years.
I just kept it on the bottom part of the cart. You know, like where you put like or like dog food or something.
Oh yeah.
And I just
On the bottom
I
rail.
didn't even do self checkout. I just went to someone, they didn't say anything, and just walked out. I was like, they say something, I'll pay for it, but they
That's a
didn't.
pretty good strategy, actually. Just put it on the bottom
man.
shelf.
I only did that when I was really broke, but I don't do that stuff anymore.
Man.
Although I'm still pretty broke, but I'm not that broke.
Said I got too much pride to steal now.
No, I don't. I just don't want to have to deal with the awkward part where they're like, "Hey, sir."
Oh shit.
Stealing?
But
Yeah.
hey, you have learned the valuable lesson that getting caught for shit costs more than the stuff that you stole, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure it does.
Yeah. Oh no, financially, yeah, it absolutely does. After court fees and everything are done, bro, you wound up paying like 3 times for the shit you stole. Well, pending. I mean, if you hit a lick on a whole Lamborghini, I mean, If you manage to L that fucking thing, then like you're
If
you're
I
smooth
stole
with
a car that expensive, I would like take the parts immediately and just leave the frame somewhere.
it. He said, "I'm gutting this bitch."
Yeah, immediately, because they're gonna be looking for that thing.
And you're gonna try and tuck that shit into a Taurus, aren't you?
Yeah.
He said, "I'm gonna drop this engine into this Taurus, bruh. They're never gonna know."
Yeah, your Taurus is like going 250. What's going on?
Bro, that would make you the least suspectable street racer in the world. You could roll up on like, "I'll dust you for your car," and they'd be like, "Bruh, fuck you," and you just, whoa, got him.
Oh, this is such a stupid conversation. Where do we get to? Where do we get to here? All right, Seth. Another question.
What's it like going from a place like Hawaii to Indiana?
Oh shit.
Bad, I
I'm,
imagine.
I'm reading this off
Nah.
your Wikipedia page.
Cool. Holy fuck. I'm
Like, I have
almost
a Wikipedia-
famous.
I have a
Crazy.
Wikipedia page.
No, I
Yeah.
made that up. I completely made that
Oh,
up.
okay. I was like, holy shit, what has happened to my life?
It sounded cool though.
Oh man. Yeah, that freaked me out just a little bit because there's like, I mean, a lot of my social media is not even controlled by me anymore. So
Oh, really?
they're in control of me. It was a culture shock, definitely. The one thing that I found was like the weirdest, right? Like flying here. My first stop off was in Detroit, and I thought that was already special because I walked off the plane and I looked everywhere and I was like, there's black people everywhere. And I was like running up to folks like, "Hi, how are you? How's it going?" And then I made it to the Indianapolis airport and I was like, there's black people everywhere.
Is it not in Hawaii?
Yeah, there's not very many white or black people in Hawaii.
Oh, weird.
Yeah,
didn't know
yeah.
that.
We're definitely the minority, which is a little bit dope, just a little bit. If you look past the fact that they're still lynching people,
Jesus.
bruh, affirmative action works in reverse out there. So I mean,
fucked
you
either
know,
way.
they gotta have a token white kid on every staff, bro. You know, so I'd show up and just be the token white kid a bunch. And moving back here was definitely different because it was like there was so many like white and black people, and I was just like a little bit for the first couple of days in awe of it. And then I found a White Castle. Yeah, and then I
So
went
that's your
inside and
first
figured out why I
mistake.
didn't like white and black people anyway.
Just gotta admire the fact though that your microphone actually kind of sounds like you're calling into a radio show.
Yeah, it
It's kind
does
of
sound
cool.
like a radio
That's it.
show.
Oh, cool. I fuck
Yeah.
with that.
That's pretty.
Hi
cool.
guys, first time caller, long time listener. So yeah, no, it was definitely different, and you guys know the region you're in. That was the region I wound up in, and it was super fucking strange, dude, because it was like, I don't know, it was
Yeah,
weird.
how
It
the
was
hell
almost
did you
like,
end up here, actually? Like,
oh well, that was the last place that my mother was located when she passed away.
oh, okay.
Yeah, my dad got kind of swamped by the bills and shit like that, and I was trying to make, like some music and skate film shit happen out in Hawaii, and I was actually doing pretty good at it, making surf videos and skate movies and shit.
Yeah.
And that's when I first got the music career off the ground, when we were first just dabbling with the idea of it, because we were already producing films and shit. We were like, dude, we're getting, video after video taken down because we're using music. Why don't we just make our own?
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, and it's a little bit where it started from. It was just a weird idea at first. It's just like, yeah, we're stoned and saying stupid shit. And I pretty much just wrote it off as that at first. And then my man Grimes McGee just didn't let it go, bro. He like the idea fucking locked in his head, and he sort of kept me motivated for it.
All right. So
But,
you should
yeah,
show
definitely.
him my old roommate's music. See his opinion. Oh my God, so bad.
I don't have a
Yeah?
link to it.
Yeah.
It is-
So I had a drug dealer roommate. Like I went to my first
Like you
year.
do.
My first year in college. I mean, he's the biggest piece of shit. He was like a 5'2" dude who constantly had people over, tried to party all the time, but he's short, so the girls just wanted the weed and they'd leave. That kind of thing.
He had no personality to go with that small package.
No, he didn't. Like, his whole personality is posting pictures of guns on Snapchat.
Yikers.
Wow.
Sick.
It was also shitty because he was a drug dealer, so you'd have traffic all the time, which it's legal here. That's one of the shitty parts. But the apartment didn't come with doors that locked on the bedrooms, only the front door locked. So you just leave the front door unlocked so people could come in. My shit was sitting in my bedroom, like I had a whole computer and everything. People just walked by all the time. I was in class, so we just walked in my room and stole everything I owned.
Whoa, he turned your dorm into the trap house.
It wasn't even a dorm; it was an apartment.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
He's trapping out that bitch.
it was annoying. I hated that dude.
Yeah, no. I mean, I totally get it. Like, if you're cool with somebody trapping, or if he's at least gonna break bread with you,
Yeah,
I understand that. But I mean, dude wasn't coming out of pocket for nothing, was he?
no,
Yeah, and he didn't pay for your stolen shit either.
nope.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was cooking salmon burgers or something on the stove. I left it on there to go talk to my dude friends. Came back out. There's two random dudes just sitting there poking my food with a spatula. I don't even know these dudes. I just come out. Some random people are poking my food. What the fuck are you doing? I was get the fuck off my food, bro. And then another time, my girlfriend made cookies.
He was like, "Sup, fam? I'm just checking on this burger right here for you. You know,
Pretty
I mean, that
much.
shit looked like it needed flipped."
What's going on? So another time, my girlfriend and I made cookies. And I got a knock on my door, and it was my roommate and one of this dudes who's selling drugs to me. He's like, he wants to know if he can have a cookie.
What? What?
That was one of the funniest ones. I was like, I don't give a shit, dude. At least this one asked.
He's like, "Yo, my Bing wants a cookie."
At least that's what I asked.
What the fuck?
They're not people. They're just drugs.
Oh, dude, they're just shit people.
Oh,
And
man.
then this one dude, it wasn't I didn't meet him through my roommate. He was just a random dude I was kind of friends with in class. I went and played basketball with him a few times. Then he just "Oh shit, you got an apartment, dude? We should match sometime. We should match. You want to strike up?" And I'm like, "Not really. I'll go do it at some other apartment, but leave mine out. I ain't taking a charge."
Yeah, not in this one.
Yeah. And then all the time, he would sit there and say that shit. He's like, "Oh, dude, let's hang out and match sometime." And I was hanging out with my friend Simone. And he started saying that shit, and then he left. And she's like, "Is he gay? I think he wants to ass fuck you," was her quote. I was
Man.
I looked at her, I was like, I don't know. I don't like this guy.
He's gonna hit you with that old swoop swap. Wait till
He's
your eyes
like,
glaze
"Yeah, now
over.
that we're here, you want to..."
I
I don't
think
roll
we're
that way.
alone now.
That's not my thing.
Oh, man. You were close to getting done up, man. Yeah, that's a classic move right there. I've lived in a very raggedy ass world. I'm glad you guys don't know that that's a classic world. That means you've had a better life than I have.
I'd like to say I had a better life than most people.
Attaboy, Steph. Attaboy.
I definitely am.
How many times you know what you know about a parking lot favor?
Yeah.
My parents are pretty strict, but they're my parents aren't wealthy, but they'll help me with shit, so I know I have a decent life.
That's good. That's good. A support system's important, honest.
Yeah, it is.
Support system is and shit. The world you're about to inherit, my man, bruh. You fucking
Dude, I'm going to graduate 2021 with 3 degrees or 2 degrees and a minor. I'm hoping it gets me somewhere.
Ain't gonna get you nowhere. Not.
That's what I'm worried about.
2 degrees and a minor and fucking 16 years worth of crippling debt.
Yeah. Actually, I don't have any debt. I got since my parents don't make enough, government pays all my shit. Since I got good enough grades. Yeah.
Fuck is it kicking in finally?
Yeah.
Good. I like to see my tax dollars do some shit, bro. Cool. You're living proof that my money's doing something.
Yeah.
Fucking beast. Keep walking, homie. Keep my tax dollars moving, damn it.
He says with broken legs.
Yeah, so I've had some shitty roommates.
I've had a few.
That one was probably the worst though. The drug dealer dude. It was also I remember him. I think I had work at in 4 hours. It was 2 a.m. Him and 2 other girls were sitting there screaming Cardi B as loud as they could. I was like, God damn it.
Did you guys hear about the latest Cardi B drama?
No, I didn't.
It was all over Twitter. I think her it's really bad. It's like a Bad Baby or Bad Barbie or something now.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh, Bad Baby.
She was the girl that was
Bad
on,
Baby, but but you gotta say it like you're fucking 3, you know?
Yeah,
No,
she
I'm
was.
dead ass, bruh. Because I even asked. Like I said, I got a lot of hip hop. Fucking, I produce a lot of hip hop artists here in Evansville. Literally like 7 or 8 of them. And I ask questions. I'm old. I'm out of the fucking loop, bruh. Because I don't care to be in the loop. But I get curious about shit when I read it, and I'm like, I'm like, hey, how do you say this? And they're like, oh, you say it like bad da baby, like that baby is bad, like bad da baby. I was like, wait, that makes no fucking sense, and it's not even spelt that way.
There we go.
Yeah.
Like the dog of wisdom meme. Hold on.
Oh yeah, Habampa Tikdonka.
Yeah, like holy fuck. And everybody's like young someone or little this and that.
You telling me you're not little B?
No, negative. I never claimed to be small.
Little Bill.
I like to let them find out on their own and be disappointed.
Nice.
I mean, you can't set everything up for success.
Yeah. Actually, my first roommate in college, Seth, was Tyler York, which was
Oh,
all
really?
right. Yeah, it was all right, but like, I wouldn't want to be roommates with anyone I'm friends with again, because him and I hated each other. Holy shit! This rooming up
Yeah.
with people is pretty bad if you actually know the person.
It gets worse, man. It'll strain any, like, damn near any relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I was best friends with a dude for like 11 years, and we lived together for 2, and that was the end of all that.
I can imagine, dude.
Fucking
Like,
A, yeah.
I remember at one point he was yelling at a game, and I yelled, "Shut the fuck up!" And after that, like, him and I were just like at each other's throat the whole time.
Damn. You guys ever bump?
No, we didn't.
No. Oh shit. I tell you, that guy I was just telling you about, he and I got to bumping one time, bro, and I beat the dog shit out of him. But I remember, like, he and I both wore glasses, right? So, like, I understand it's like a fucking medical prosthetic on your face, so there's no point in breaking it because it costs money.
Yeah.
But I will delicately slap you and you make your shit fly off your face and hang gingerly on a curtain somewhere, and then proceed to beat the dog piss out of you.
Seth, do you remember the flood we had in Indiana?
Oh
I guess
yeah,
it was.
the flood
So-
of 08.
Yeah.
Were you around for that, Billy?
The flood of 08.
Yeah.
No,
it was-
I was in Hawaii.
It was
Oh.
bad. Like, so, like, I remember being in Worthington town, and the government flew in helicopters and handed out food, like that bad.
Yeah, Worthington was an
Shit.
island.
Yeah, so my parents were
Holy
even a
shit.
smaller island. Like, it was just like 3 houses on island. And my cousin was over at the time. And my brother was, and like they're usually pretty cool. But like cabin fever set in. They were pissed. I remember one time there's like a guitar. My cousin smashed it over my brother's chest. Just like
Holy
left the
shit.
handle.
Oh.
I'm pissed. That was a nice guitar too.
The island can drive you crazy, man.
Yeah, I can't.
And I learned that's literally true of any island. I don't know what it is. I think because I grew up in like Chicago and shit like that, so it's like Midwest, wide open spaces and shit. I think whenever you take somebody who's used to like having a whole bunch of space to work with and you minimalize the fuck out of that, like I think that'll screw with anyone's brain, really.
I keep my
Yeah.
world small. I'm
Um,
used to being in a fucking room full of people and still feeling like I'm by myself. So
Atta boy, that's the Japanese way.
that sounded depressing as hell, though.
You live in a basement,
Jesus
though.
Christ.
So.
I do live in a
He's
basement.
gonna get along just fine in Asia.
So Rainbow said my roommates are still, or she still lives with her parents when she's 20. My parents asked me to live or to move back with them, or like when I was out for summer for college. I'd rather go homeless than live with my parents. Like, my parents are nice, but I can't deal with like constant nagging.
Yeah.
I'll kill myself.
I don't think I could handle moving back in with my dad. That was just a big old yikers. Billy heard my dad on the phone.
Yeah,
one time.
yeah, I remember that shit. Nah,
He
bro.
gets pretty feisty sometimes.
Yeah, no, fuck that guy.
Dad, I know.
Yeah.
I remember I was gonna bump with that dude at one point.
Yeah,
I
that was
like,
before
fuck
I was.
that shit. I'm going over to his house. I'm gonna fucking just dog walk his ass.
That was before I was 18, though. So he was kind of like, "I have control over you." But
Yeah, I know.
Like
I
a
remember.
Sith
And that's what
Lord.
pissed me off the most about it, bro. Because it was like, dude, nah, man. Little nigga's gonna be out of your control in like just a millisecond.
yeah,
Like you need to like pony
I
down
was-
and get used to that.
I think I was like literally like a few weeks. It was somewhere in November, December, and I
Yep.
turned 21 in January, and I was like literally about to turn, or not 21, 18, and he was like getting all mad at me because I was like staying out past curfew and staying places without his
Dude, do you
consent.
remember?
Oh yeah, you were like holding up at my house and blowing down.
Yeah.
Seth, do you remember running around after curfew and cops would get pissed? They'd like drive. They'd be like, "You need to go home right now. It's past curfew."
Yeah,
we'd
we
like
were
sit,
young.
we'd just run out at like 3 a.m. I think curfew's midnight, and we'd like play hide and seek and hide from cops. And stuff.
What?
We
And
were
then,
like 10 years old.
Yeah, we were like we were probably 8 years old, running around town, like 3 a.m. And then the school would have like the custodians working to like all night around. They'd have
We
them working.
torture him.
Yeah, so like the custodians would be working, we'd go up and like knock on the window right beside him and take off sprinting. Can you imagine how scary that is? It's 3
That
a.m. just-
motherfucker probably thought that place was haunted.
He probably did. I feel
He's
bad
like,
that
"Ay,
I'm
Dios
older.
míos, la diablos." I'm sorry, I
I
just assumed your janitor was Mexican. That was
no, they
very
were.
great.
There was like a old chubby white dude.
Okay, I was gonna say, wow, that was really unfair of me, but there were Mexicans, so cool.
What's the worst thing you've done as a kid? Well, not worse.
Oh,
I
shit.
smashed someone's windows. Like they had like a summer cabin. I smashed their windows when I was like 5. Just threw rocks through them, and my parents found out, and I was in so much trouble.
I
they
like
kicked
the
my
sound it
ass.
made.
I accidentally set a garage on fire.
Oh, I've talked about it before. I might have set a cabin on fire. I'm not sure. So they're gonna
Yeah, I
knock this
remember you
cabin
talking about
down.
that.
I'll just do it quick. They're gonna knock a cabin down. I knew that, so like we went through with like airsoft and BB guns and like smashed all the glass and stuff because they're gonna burn it or break it down anyways. And then we were just like lighting stuff on fire, and I lit like paper or something on fire, threw it out the window, and then we just saw smoke coming up. Looked down, a bike, like an old bike tire, caught fire underneath. And I was like, oh, I'll probably go out. And the next day, we just saw like a giant smoke cloud. So I don't. No one ever said anything though. Like I was good friends with, or my parents were good friends with the owner. So maybe I didn't. Maybe like
Maybe they got insurance money, so nobody cared.
either that, or maybe they did themselves. Who knows?
It was a good thing. You did a good thing, Cole.
They saw the tire smoldering and just kicked it into the
That
house.
guy, the owner, actually passed away about a week ago. It was really sad. He was a good dude. He was like 85, 86. He owned 3 trailer parks in Indy. He has a book written about him too.
Oh.
Yeah, like he was a cool dude. Like he grew up homeless, and then started his own trailer park, and then he became a multi-millionaire.
Fuck.
Like cool dude. Really, he was really funny too. I was like, I was dating this girl at the time, and he's asking about us going down. I was like, yeah, I showed her the bar. Or I was like, yeah, I showed her the bar. He's like, yeah, I bet you did. I bet you went in there. I was like, Jesus Christ, he's like 80 years old saying that.
This reminds me of
Slick ass old guy.
Yeah, he's cool shit. I took him fishing one time, and since he was old, I was like it was like really slippery. I was trying to help him stay on. I busted my ass and fell in the like pond trying to help this dude. He was fine. He just laughed his ass off.
So it just reminds me of the person I met in North Dakota. When she was in college, she brought this homeless guy pie a slice of pie every day, and they would eat it together. And then when he eventually passed away, I think just after she graduated, she inherited like a few $1,000,000 from this homeless man.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Cole was muted, so
I
he couldn't
bought fifths of
respond.
whiskey for homeless guys, bruh.
Yeah, I was responding. They've been typing in my chat, and I haven't been responding to them,
looked
so I
into
feel
North
bad.
Dakota or even lived there? It's not a good place. Like housing is
People actually
rough.
live there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Trying to get housing there is rough.
Like rough how? Just like expensive or what?
Expensive, and there's not a whole lot of it.
So
Few and far between.
that's what I like about Indiana. Indiana has the lowest rent prices in the U.S. Like I have a 2-bedroom apartment that's really large, for like $700 a month.
Damn.
Yeah.
I have a really big apartment that's $1,200 a month.
Well,
I
you're in
have
Bloomington.
a
Bloomington's pretty fucked.
I have
Yeah,
a small
Yeah,
it's
it's
a big
pretty
place
pricey
though.
down here in
that's
Evansville.
free.
Yeah,
So they're both kind of liberal towns. Like where IU is pretty liberal. My girlfriend went to UE there in Evansville, and that's definitely a liberal school.
Liberal as fuck.
Yeah, she did she did a business major though. She only went because she got a scholarship there.
Yeah.
um,
What's our progress?
what has music done for you since you started making music? Have you achieved any goals or
Oh shit, man. And a lot of things, honestly. And tell you the truth, probably the most impactful what I've been able to do for other people is like, I mean, you know the story, man, about like in Linton, bro. You tell me like one fucking kid out there that has a hip hop bone in their body.
yeah, true.
Yeah,
Has
and
anyone actually like made it
and I
big
was
from
turning them
Indiana?
into rappers left and right, dude.
Yeah, you were.
I was turning them into rappers left and fucking right, and it gave them like confidence, you know.
Yeah,
And I think that's what it did for me too. It gave me a voice finally, and I could say it in such a way that I could get away with it because I'm saying it real slick and shit, but it impacts in a mind anyway, you know. And
yeah.
yeah, I just it I don't know. I think I was probably headed to like mass murdering people before music showed up. I don't know.
Jesus, I hope it's a little bit of a joke.
A little bit, just a little bit.
It's
I
just
hope it's kind of true.
no, man.
I-
It's a little bit true. Only a tad bit true. Only a tad bit true. Um,
That'd be-
I've always been a skater and stuff. Seth's a skater, as it has its way of like kind
yeah,
of
we
it'll
used to
take
be
you.
as kids. I haven't done it in a long time.
All right. Well, shit. You
Like
remember the way
Seth and I were
Christy-
like pretty much the same as kids. Like we were all in the same group, same skater, video game players.
Oh,
Went
okay,
around getting yelled at by old people. Like, get off my sidewalk. That kind of
Well, I
thing.
mean, so you mean, so you'd understand like how the skating sort of like it had its little way of beating aggression out of you.
Yeah.
You sort of did it to yourself, fucking, credit carding yourself on a pop shove it, but you didn't want to fight nobody afterwards.
No, I'd say usually skaters are pretty peaceful. I mean, they're little shits,
Yeah.
but they're not gonna like break your shit.
So
fuck
what
with
had happened was a whole, shit ton of events that went down around my mom's death and shit, and
Yeah.
my lung collapsed. So I was now
shit.
restricted. Yeah, I was restricted from skating for like 6 fucking whole months. And for me at that time, like I hadn't gone like 3 days without skating. I was like kind of a junkie for it.
Yeah.
And I was just constantly working my tricks, trying to get better. And I couldn't skate. And in that, there was like just this lull, this like void. And like, I remembered it was like, oh shit. I started getting more punchy and uppity with people. And I was like, wait a minute, I forget that skating was the one keeping all this bullshit at bay, So I just kind of found another way,
I
and it was
never
through
really
the
got that.
microphone instead.
I never really got that deep into skating. I kind of feel that about basketball sometimes. Basketball's the same way for me. Like I never did like I didn't play on a college team or anything, but I go play rec ball.
Yeah, but you'd be that little homie running the drills like when there was no one else there and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you had that certain passion and drive for the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing for me for skating. And when it was taken away, I didn't really
go there.
have, I guess a valid outlet at the time. And I was already just, diddling with music, just doing a little bit of rapping and freestyling here and there with my boy Grimes McGee. And I was like, bro, I'm pissed. I got to take this seriously. And I remember I dropped a record that was just 100% venom. I mean, it wasn't good by any means, but it had so much feeling into it. And I remember feeling better afterwards. And as soon as I figured out that had that sort of authority to it, I just wanted to like get so many people in on it.
Yeah.
It's like finding like the best weed ever. And you're like, bro, I've got to smoke this with the planet, or at least the cool people on the planet.
See, I've never really. I've smoked before, but I'm not really into it. It wasn't my thing. Also,
Okay.
I've higher level jobs usually testy, so
Oh yeah. No, I dig it.
That's never really been my thing.
Well, shit, man. I dig it.
I mean, I ain't gonna knock anyone for doing it.
Roger. Good. Because
I don't think Calvin is either. He lives in Colorado.
No, Calvin
man.
told us stories about how his family grows. So,
Oh yeah, but they didn't. They grew in Michigan where it
is
when it was
legal.
illegal.
Oh, it is illegal.
Oh
No,
shit.
I think they legalized it now.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's legal in Michigan now.
But at the
But
time,
no, even after they legalized it, there were still like limitations on how much you could have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
It's probably going to be like that everywhere forever.
oh yeah,
yeah, but
definitely.
no, my uncle was out of town or whatever. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but he was out of town, and I guess the police came in and did a illegal search and seizure, and found out that he had like over an acre, I think it was like an acre and a half, 2 acres of fucking marijuana growing. And
Damn.
because they went into the area illegally and fucking stuff, he got to keep it all. It's still all
Yeah.
growing there.
Huh.
Yeah, I know Seth's gonna get pissed about this, but goddamn, Calvin, this is tough.
Like, you're the one that
God, why did I choose this
pieces.
puzzle, dude?
They do jigsaw puzzles while we do podcasts.
So, have you seen the jigsaw puzzle, Seth?
Is it the
No.
weird one?
It's
The-
where it's a
the guy's
picture of a
doing
guy.
heroin.
Yeah, guy shooting up heroin. That's the jigsaw puzzle, dude.
Oh god.
And it's so tough, dude. Why did I choose this one?
Honestly, if you're gonna do jigsaw puzzles on this, you gotta choose one with bright colors because
Yeah, my bad. I figured that out now.
everything is just too dark.
Jesus Christ. I'd do a different one if you want.
If you
Let's
want to
go.
restart, go for it.
Let's do a different one. How do I restart this?
How do we?
Did you
Alright.
guys did you guys hear about the 7-year-old that got shot on Halloween in Chicago?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, a little 7-year-old girl dressed as a bumblebee. Some dude just walked up and shot her in the chest.
Jesus
died.
Christ. Like, was
Yeah.
there any motivation behind it or something?
No, and they didn't catch the guy who did it. He just
That's
randomly
so
went up and shot a
fucked.
little girl.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't. I
Hold
don't
on.
I don't understand what goes through people's minds just to do that.
I mean, I understand there's like mentally fucked up people, but I don't understand being that mentally fucked.
No, it exists, bro.
I know it does, but I can't
Yeah,
fathom it. Like, that's just
Like
Oh.
Ted Bundy.
Well, the part that should really flabbergast everybody is how it gets to that point, how it's completely fucking unchecked. Like, for real, man, you can look into it tomorrow. Look into your local area and find out how much anger management costs. And you'll be astounded by the price. Now, ask them
Hold on.
how much anger management costs if the court orders you to go. You get a severe discount after you have already maimed or hurt someone on anger management. But they won't give you that discount when you're just trying to do personal maintenance and keep yourself from getting to that point.
So they let you get to that point, and then it's like once you
Then you get a
reach your
discount.
breaking point, then you get a discount.
Yep. Once you reach your breaking point and you smash someone's face and you wind up in prison, then you're susceptible to getting a discount on anger management because you're court ordered to go. And they'll base it off your income and all that shit. And if you don't happen to have an income, you get to go for free. But if you try to do it as just a regular ass person, them sessions be whacking. And that is the price for personal mental maintenance. And that should be made more readily available to all of us, mate. Like, for real.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
There.
And I mean, do you got any more deets on the person that did this shit at all? Like, what kind of little girl was it? What was her ethnicity?
Oh, I have no idea. I just wrote down the my notes.
Where was it at? Where did this happen?
Chicago.
Chicago. Fucking typical Chicago.
Yeah,
I grew up in that shithole.
Chicago is pretty sketch. I've been in the South Side before. I didn't want to go back.
Oh my god, I grew up there, bro.
Oh,
Were you weirded out the entire time?
I was there at like 2 a.m. because we're running out of gas. We went to a gas station. All the windows are boarded up, and someone comes over the intercom. Don't come in. Pay at the pump. It was like what they said.
Yep. There's a no come in, pay at the pump.
Yep.
This is the 12th time I've been robbed. You keep your ass out there.
God, I worked a gas station. I know how good it be. This gas station here up in Muncie.
Apparently, 21 hours ago, they caught a 15-year-old.
Yeah, they did
that is
actually caught the
suspected
dude.
How's
of
this,
shooting
Calvin?
a
You asked for
7-year-old.
Bright.
Yeah, I just read about that.
What's it?
Is this just white?
Well, it's not loaded for you. Oh, did I not do a cloud? Hold on.
It
Or if you
says
leave and rejoin.
the
It's just
dude's getting
white.
charged with first-degree murder
Hold on.
and 2 felony
me
counts
try
of
this again.
aggravated battery, discharge of a firearm.
Wow.
Rainbow's in chat sent the article to the girl getting shot, I
Yeah.
think.
It was a 15-year-old boy suspected of shooting him or shooting her.
So I wouldn't do it, but I can get like wanting to kill someone over like something like a rage or they like wrong you or something. But just randomly killing someone who's done nothing, like maybe to get like a sick satisfaction from like, oh, this is, or like what will they think?
I feel like a 15-year-old
It's
boy
also
though.
that's also indicative of gang violence, you guys.
Yeah, especially in Chicago. It's
Yeah,
probably
no, that is
growing up around.
absolutely indicative of gang violence, mate. Just random fucking shootings like that.
Yeah, these kids' parents though, like,
Can you see it, Calvin?
I can't even interact with the people.
All right, let me kick you, then you rejoin.
are you doing a jigsaw puzzle of furries?
Well, he wanted something bright.
Nice.
All right, it's brightest thing I could think of is a furry convention.
Did you guys
Yeah.
hear about the new furry drama?
No, I don't
Oh,
actually
man.
keep up with furry.
There's like a
Hold
new
on.
cult of
Who's this
furries,
guy?
and to get accepted into the cult, you have to inject saline into your balls to inflate your balls.
Oh, dude.
Why do you
don't.
keep up with the drama?
Because it's crazy, dude. It's absolutely nutty.
That worked now, Calvin?
But apparently one of the kids died from it. He got an infection.
Jesus. You still can't interact, Calvin?
This is very unprofessional, but I have to take a piss. Oh,
Alright, let me reconfigure the game, Calvin. Jigsaw. Alright, well, I don't have any questions. That's the one with all the questions. You got any questions, Rainbows, watching the stream? I've never ice skated or roller skated. Actually, I did roller skate. We did this stupid thing, and I don't know where you grew up, Bill, but our high school,
Southside.
our elementary would have this thing where like, oh, pay and you can roller skate in gym class, type shit.
What?
Yeah, and like it just turned out to be like we were all trying to like knock each other. It would be all the dudes trying to run into each other full speed.
Just try it turned into some like makeshift roller derby shit, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. that will shit. No, that never happened in my school. What I do remember is I don't know if you guys did. They had these like little wooden squares with caster wheels on the bottom, and bruh, them shits got more kids fucking hurt than anything else.
I know what you're talking about.
So-
Little butt scoot chairs.
Oh
Or,
yeah, we played
Yes.
dodgeball on those. The medics had to sit on there. Oh, that was fun. I miss
Bruh.
dodgeball.
Those were the manglers. If you ever had the joy of getting your hand stuck under one of those and rolling over your own fucking
You're
hand.
so right.
Oh, and then we would just run them shits right into one another. That's all we did. Just go full fucking blown across the gymnasium, bro, and we'd meet at half court, just like a dush, and like Super Saiyan style dust would fly out from underneath us and shit. We'd hit impact so hard. Kids were sent to the infirmary left and right.
God, I remember doing a football game. My fingers stuck in someone else's face mask. That hurt.
Oh yeah, I got literally knuckle deep in somebody's eye socket one time playing football. It was the creepiest fucking feeling I'd ever experienced, man.
Ugh.
Like I went to go grab his face mask and shit, right? And I've got smaller hands, I'm not a super big dude. And like they literally got inside the opening and finger all the way to my fucking knuckle in his eye socket. I pulled that bitch out and was just, and he's like laying on the floor writhing in pain, right? Everybody runs up to me because I'm freaking out about the fucking eye juice on my finger. But I had my arm fully extended, finger out, like, get it off me.
Rainbow's asked if we want a fun or serious question. How about you hit us with both? I'll take both.
Yeah,
do you have
we're
any
open
questions?
to viewer questions.
Very open to it. So, Seth, why didn't eat any ginger today?
That stuff is gross.
Dude, you're a little bitch.
It's
Wasn't
spicy.
spicy at all.
It's
It might be
spicy and
different.
nasty.
It was not spicy at all.
Ginger's got this weird bite to it. I am with Seth on this one.
I just had some today, and I was like, "This isn't bad at all."
I don't know. It's not really like spicy. It's just like something that attacks your
I
mouth.
mean, it wasn't. I didn't
Yeah,
like
it
that
hits
much, but-
different.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I dated
different.
a lot of Filipino girls, so there was like lots of ginger in my world at one point.
Hey, shout out.
And bruh, like no, I can't rock with it. I don't know what it is. It literally feels like there's something in my mouth, like drilling holes in my tongue
Yeah,
when I eat ginger. Yeah, it's awful.
Des tries to get me to eat it all the time. She's Filipino, by the way.
Oh man, no, tell her to put that shit in some adobo and roll the fuck on.
Bro, she makes the best adobo. Oh,
No bitch does, man. No one does. it's
Bro.
it's throw up stew. It's throw up stew.
I love. She just makes it with just like steak and stuff, or just like meat, and we just pretty much eat the meat and rice.
Oh, okay,
But,
okay. Fuck with that. No, see, I had to get it OG tradish style, right? Where
I don't think
it's
I've
all,
ever had it like that.
man,
like
bro,
anything
you are
else.
not missing much. It's pretty much what you've got. Exchange any good cuts of meat for like old gristly, fat back fucking like just part off the bone, bro. Like I was okay. I went to a Chinese buffet today, right? And I had to grow up with Asian people out in Hawaii and shit for the most part. I came up with them, so I believe I got a right to fucking bitch / judge. I don't fuck with too much Asian food that has meat in it. I like a lot of Asian food that only got the veggies in it. Because
Have you
them
tried
motherfuckers.
bulgogi though?
Yes.
Do you like it?
Mm-mm.
What?
Oh, no.
Bulgogi's so good.
I
I love it so much. Just the meat though. Like I don't know if you ate it with like anything else, but
A lot of my lunches out in Hawaii was like fucking Fear Factor, mate. I promise. Like some of the food looks like diarrhea, the other half looks like throw up, and then there's like chicken.
chicken wings.
Yeah, and you try and find the most edible shit out of everything, really. And
couldn't
I mean,
find-
I went there with the whole like win in Rome, do as the Romans type mentality, right? So there I was like wolfing down on all sorts of shit that was literally like kind of making me throw up right afterwards.
You guys were all giving me shit for eating oysters today. I was like, oysters are good. What's wrong with you?
They're grody.
They're not so bad.
I like oysters.
I fuck with oysters. Yeah, I fuck with oysters. I'll do
like
them raw or grilled.
How's
Grilled is the shit.
I was just having raw.
I
Grilled
always
is
have
that
them in
one, boy. You put them on the grill and let them like open up on you. Ooh, ooh. You put that cocktail sauce in it. Ooh, you eating good in the neighborhood. Yeah, no, I can fuck with some. I can fuck with some oysters, definitely. I've got to eat a lot of bougie shit, so I mean, there's certain bougie things that I literally just turn my nose up to, and people are like, "But that's an $800 steak." I'm like, "Eat a dick."
Yo, I had a $150 steak for my 18th at St. Elmo's in Indy. That shit is good.
Oh man, what cut was it?
I think it was prime rib.
Prime rib. Okay.
I didn't know there was such thing as like $150 steak.
What is the best compliment someone's given you?
Me?
That's just everyone. That's what
Oh.
Rainbow's question was.
Oh, the best one anyone's ever gave me, it was literally I walked up behind a friend of mine, Brandon Mao, out in Hawaii, right? And out there I was always the topic of discussion with people talking shit behind my back for no fucking real apparent reason. Seth knows this. He watched me go through it a bunch.
Yeah, people do that everywhere around here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, no, it happens worldwide, promise you. It happens worldwide.
yeah, for sure.
Nah, it doesn't. You're lying.
I'm walking up and I hear them talk. I hear my name, so I ball up my fist and I get ready to start juicing motherfuckers while their back is turned and shit. And then I rolled up and I heard my friend Brandon say, Billy McNeil? Yeah, I know Billy McNeil. That could save your life or at least improve the quality of it. And I fucking, bro, I almost cried. Like I hugged that dude. I was like, that is the nicest shit anyone's ever said about me in my whole existence. He said I could save your life or improve the quality of it.
Seth's complimented quite a bit. I don't know what the best. He said I what did you say? I had like an entertainer personality,
It did.
something like that. Yeah, because we're talking about YouTube or Twitch, and you're like, yeah, you're like probably the most like entertaining personality out of all of us.
Yeah. Calvin's kind of
that
funny when he
that made
chimes
me
in.
feel really good.
I'm just
And then he
kinda
also
here.
called me the looks. I don't know what that was about, but I
The
like
looks.
that. He called me the looks. I was like, thank you.
I just
Hey,
took
that just means you're the face man of the operation.
I guess so.
I just took the 3 labels from It's Always Sunny, what was
Yeah.
it? The wild card, the looks, and the brains. And I just
Yeah.
mixed them up.
That
where it
episode is
sounds
so funny too.
completely
Where
retarded.
they accidentally glue towels onto their heads, and everyone thinks they're terrorists. It's so messed up. And then they like accidentally run a car into a building.
Oh yeah,
Right.
and then he keeps huffing the pop-up thing or whatever.
Yeah, he's like, I cut the brakes, wild card, bitches, and he hops out the back of the car.
Yeah.
I was just glad someone gave Danny DeVito work. I'm pretty sure he was tired of running behind Italian restaurants in Hollywood eating bones out the trash.
He's
That's
an
what-
I was just
amazing
glad
person.
somebody gave him a fucking job so he didn't just like starve to death.
I love that man.
I sort of grew up with Danny DeVito, so
Yeah.
it's good to see him do good, like I don't
Um,
want to see him just die of hunger.
I think Des called me tall. I couldn't really hear her though. She said something about height.
Yeah, she said you were a lot taller in person.
Yeah.
You're a lot bigger in person.
Oh,
What'd
you had to
what'd
add
say about
bigger.
me, Seth?
You're a lot
I didn't
thicker.
quite hear-
That's what I was like. Damn, you'd have to go that far.
I heard my name mentioned by Seth mentioned my name, and I have no clue.
Oh,
What
he
he said.
said you were funny too.
I said you're entertaining when you chime in. Say thank you.
Thank you. Have a
You're
good
welcome.
day.
All right.
Oh shit! I didn't expect that to happen. Calvin, how do I fix this? That's what I did. But watch.
Fixed.
God damn it. Anyways,
What is
But nah,
that?
honestly, I'd say probably the best compliment I got was that my voice is soothing and easy to listen to.
that's like my least favorite quality about myself is my voice. I don't like my voice.
Did you guys do anything for Halloween?
Yeah, I drank a bunch of champagne with my girlfriend and watched scary movies.
Nice.
All right, next.
Yeah.
No, next. Somebody else chime in. I'm going last on this one.
Oh, okay.
What we did for Halloween?
Yeah.
I just went trick or treating with my buddy and his kids, and we went back to his place, ate snacks, ate candy, and watched scary movies. Pretty much.
That's pretty wholesome.
Wait, how old are you?
20. Am I
What the
23 or 24
fuck?
now? I don't remember.
Oh my god, trick or treating at that age is illegal here.
I wasn't trick or treat. I was out helping him watch his kids trick or treat.
Oh no, I'm just shitty that's illegal, bruh. I am. I'm shitty that's illegal, bruh.
Alright.
You should be allowed to go trick or treat if you're fucking 90, bruh. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, free candy.
Yeah, no, there's some
Candy.
people that,
Everybody likes free candy.
I would say while we were watching movies, there were people that were probably in their 20s come up to his house and ask for candy at like fucking 8.
Beast. They
It's
were
about
raging against the man, bro.
We still gave him candy just because we
Hell
don't give
yeah.
a shit here.
That's because you gave a piece of candy to Justice, young man.
Justice.
Calvin's one
Alright.
wasn't easy either.
Mace,
Who's
what did
next?
you do for Halloween? You haven't talked the entire episode.
Sorry, there's a lot of noise going on.
Oh, he's muting his mic.
Me and my brother dressed up. I was an old lady and he was an old man.
All right.
Nice.
Honestly, my
cool.
favorite costume I saw for Halloween was like a 12-year-old boy dressed up as I don't remember the guy from The Office that has the chili. I don't remember his name.
I
Oh,
thought you were just
Kevin.
gonna say 12-year-old
Yeah,
boy.
he was dressed up as Kevin from The Office.
That's kind of cool.
Did he have a pot of chili?
No, he had a big black bag full of
Dang.
candy.
Oh, was it full of chili? Oh.
Nah, if he had a full of chili, he was far too committed, and I'd be like, I don't know if I should praise this or not.
It's like, hey kids, what's some chili? It's like slobs into their candy. Can you imagine how pissed kids would be? Just like chili covered candy, be cold as shit too. God, he's so gross, man.
Set your house on fire. Yeah, you wouldn't have to worry about getting egged. I think the little
Yeah.
motherfuckers would burn the house down.
Don't worry about getting TP'd. They're gonna burn it.
Yeah, they're like, man, fuck this. We coming back, set this place on fire, Billy.
That's really funny, actually. All right. I didn't really do much for Halloween. Just got drunk.
I not for the fourth year consecutively, but fucking for the one of the fourth years in my life, I was bailing my nigga out of jail.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh no! I mean, yeah, it was kind of unfortunate, but I was teed as fuck there, bro. Like, you guys have no idea. When I'm not in trouble with the law, I act a fucking fool, bro. Because they really can't really. I mean, you can be as colorful as you want, just as long as you're not being rude, obtrusive, abusive, or profane. So, like, I was literally in the Vanderburg Sheriff's Office, just like there was 3 other people there, like trying to bail someone out as well. And I just kind of sat down next to him, and I just leaned over. I said, "What you in for?" You know,
That's
like
actually...
I was just, yeah. No, I mean, I was like popping and locking and moonwalking in that bitch and everything. I was just having a good time. It was Halloween, and I was stuck there bailing someone out, and I saw that I wasn't alone. You know, I like at first
You
I was
actually had to
rolling
pay
up there
bail,
just,
or
yeah, I had to pay bail. It's
what if
sort
he
of,
skips? If he skips, how will he be?
no. I mean, he was smart. The dude pled guilty, and you know everything already came down the
Okay.
line. Yeah.
I
I
thought
mean,
you
when
meant
they
like you're
asked me,
bailed out. He's gonna like skip bail or something, screw you over.
oh no. That's actually like it's weird. In the last couple of years, it's sort of been the life and times of a hip hop producer. Is you're constantly like bailing clients out of prison, but you
Okay.
get your money back, which is great.
Yeah.
Because they pay you the money back because the majority of them are already trapping out in the streets and they've got money. Um, but then they don't know that you can actually go to the county clerk and get your money back again. So I don't mind bailing them out, bro.
They
I get
don't
like 2
understand
times.
bail or what? They just
No,
don't understand
they really
bails?
don't. They like
Okay.
they just understand they sit in the Kit Kat, B-1LL shows up and they go home.
Okay.
That's the only part they
I was gonna
know.
say, a
And
lot of
they're like,
people
well, how
don't.
much was it? How much was it, fam? And I'm like, man, that was like $300, but all right, fam, I got you. Here you go. Here you
I
go. Here's 3
legitimately thought about robbing. I mean, I'm not going to now, but when I was really broke, I thought about robbing Mace's old friend, the drug dealer.
Hey,
You
I
know what
know
I'm
that
talking
wouldn't have
about?
been too bad, man. You could have hit a good lick.
Well,
Get a
this
couple.
is like a 16-year-old kid who
You say
like
Mace's old friend?
Yeah,
shit,
right?
It would
bro.
have been
See,
okay.
okay,
Like,
see, I
Mace,
was.
he's
you
like
have a
a
drug dealer
16-year-old
friend?
Oh,
kid.
man.
Oh,
No,
I
it
know what you're
used to
talking
be.
about.
Yeah.
I know.
I thought you were going up against Pablo Escobar or some shit. I was
No,
gonna
this
give
is
you
like
the
a
whole ski
16-year-old
mask
kid.
routine
Doesn't
and
have a
shit.
gun. Like, he spends all his money on Gucci purses or something like that.
They all do now.
Yeah, so I was like, I could really rob this kid. I really don't want to spend time in prison.
Oh
It's not
man,
something I want in my life.
I get it. Just wait till he becomes a common nuisance, and then you can rob him whenever you want. Because even if he calls the police are just going to take him to prison. Yay, common nuisances. They're a great treat to have in your neighborhood because you
Yeah.
can get away with whatever the fuck
That kid
you want.
does not deserve money.
Yeah, he's pretty out there.
Yeah.
His parents are just rich though. Like,
No,
I thought he got his
wrong.
money from trapping.
no.
Not
he
at
made
all.
Okay, so his parents are rich. He just
I
happens to
didn't
trap
know
on the
that.
side.
It's
for the fun.
actually his
His grandma.
grandparents are rich, which makes his
Okay.
parents rich, which makes him rich.
All
'Cause
right,
his
so he's
parents know
second
his grandma.
generation money.
Yeah.
I hate that shit. That
Bro,
pisses me
that
off
is
so much.
shit. And bro, no, here's the part that gets me, man. I came up on the south side of Chicago, okay? A place where like trapping is damn near a necessity, you know?
Yeah.
Like there's nothing in the way of fucking options. And to see these kids who are otherwise, you know, fucking set up for a good life, just want to do that shit based off of fucking pop culture. It's fucking dumb. Like not
Oh
only
yeah, I can't imagine that now.
bruh, yeah, pop culture goes hand in hand with that. And you know, my bad, I feel a little bit responsible for it because for the last decade I've been fucking rapping about selling coke, but that's because I had to. There was no bailout for me.
Yeah.
Nobody was coming through to help me with my lights, man.
Yeah, I didn't have that hard childhood. The only time I was broke was when I moved to college, and my parents aren't rich, so like I know
Yeah.
it's already tough on them. I don't want to ask them for a bunch of money.
But you see, you was doing that to be a cool. I mean, that
Yeah.
just proves to me that you've got an unselfish spirit.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
that's
I
all.
probably, if I had
That
money right
speaks
now,
to
I'd
your
already pay my
character.
parents back for raising me.
Yeah, no, see, that speaks to your character, and that's a good thing. But you know, this kid that you're telling me about, like, he seems like.
Well,
That
I've
puppy.
heard all of it from Seth and Mace. I don't actually know him. I've heard
All
all
right.
about him.
Oh man, and it's just
He's not great.
he's just a good poster for a bunch of kids that I'm living around right now.
Just
You know what I mean? He's a good
slapped
poster
into
for
him.
you guys, and these are the majority now. You know, so
Unfortunately.
like a 14-year-old toting guns and shooting people is now not uncommon.
God, like you're talking about this. That's like one of the cringiest things to me. Like some like college age, like you get like a white college age kid shaves the side of his head and like has really rich parents, and he's just like he says the N word all the time because he thinks it's cool. Oh my god, I hate that kind of person.
Yeah,
He's out here talking about how life's
He's like, I'm
hard.
so fucking tough. My life's hard. My parents bought me a $30,000 car.
holy shit! I'm rocking a $3,000 car, fam.
I'm gonna
My
say
car
I
doesn't
spent.
even work right now.
I'm gonna say I spent 1,500 on mine.
Yeah.
I have a $2,000 car. It doesn't work, so I've been walking 2 miles a day every day for a week, or for a
Damn.
year. Actually,
About to
2
be-
miles one way, so it'd be 4 miles.
Damn, he probably got some impressive quadriceps.
Yeah, I'm all
He's like, my
legs.
thighs is the shit right now.
Yeah, it's like it's not bad. In the winter, it's kind of a pain when it gets down to like 10 degrees. But I'll go buy a face mask or something, and I bundle
I
up. With
That's why I got my
despise the
mountain
winter.
man beard going on right now, so I don't have to wear a face mask. Keeps the wind off me.
Rainbow said, "What do you think drives a 15-year-old to kill?"
Well, like I said,
Oh
I
yeah,
mentioned that gang
pop culture.
violence is definitely a thing of it. Pop culture is another thing. I'd imagine you guys don't listen to a lot of rap, right?
I
do.
listen to mainstream. I
Yeah,
don't listen
yeah,
to a lot of
okay.
underground. Like most
All right.
underground, I don't know if you know who Jadena is. That's who's one of my favorite.
Okay. No,
Jadena's
definitely.
probably my favorite. I mean, I've discussed it myself, but I like the Migos. They're just so
All
damn
right.
catchy. I won't say
No,
they're
I
good.
dig
They're
it.
just catchy.
Well, they were able to capitalize on something that we figured out back in '93. Like it was basically just a
the ad
variation.
libs.
Yeah, it was a variation of some shit that went on in the '90s, man. It just blew off the dust and retrofitted it for today.
I'll never defend them being, or I won't ever say they're good rappers, but they are catchy.
Yeah, no, I mean they were absolutely able to. I mean, they're masters of a hook. You know what I mean? Yeah, they hook forward.
Big fan of Action Bronson too. I like Action Bronson.
Okay.
It's
I
good.
mean, you know, a lot of what's being if you look at mainstream rap right now, right, which
Yeah.
just happens to be the most popular music right now,
Yeah.
like, hands down. Like, I'm sorry, nobody else is selling as much at
Yeah.
all. I mean, the fucking music awards are just completely hip hop now.
And a lot of it can be easily marketed to children. Children with
Exactly.
really misled parents.
Exactly. Now we have 4 generations worth of this. Now, the lady who was in the club because 50 Cent told her to go, shorty, it's your birthday, then had a child who grew up with, who had a child who then grew up with Wayne telling him to pop that pussy because your bitch fucking pussy.
All right, that's one person I like. I don't like Wayne.
I mean, just think about it, though. This is now generational. It's now generational. Just this idea of like sex, drugs, violence, like it's fucking generational. And
So,
you know, as a hip hop producer myself, I see it with all 4 eyes. You know, and Seth knows some of my music will get with some of that gutter shit, but that's what people are gonna want to fucking pick up off the rack. But on the other side, on the B side of the record, is where I put the real wisdom. The shit they need to hear, the shit that needs to be instilled.
The be ill.
Which is simply don't be a shitbag and pay your taxes for the fuck of toast.
Rainbow's asked, do you think most of what the culture is what's happening in schools as well, though? I don't think like teachers have really any part of it. I think what it is it's like kind of like FOMO, fear of missing out, where someone's like, oh, dude, this really cool rap album that curses, you know, like your third grade, like, oh, they're cursing, talking about this stuff. That's cool adult stuff. Let me go listen to that. And then they get misled to where they're like, oh, that's what people like. That's what's cool.
That's what adults do.
Yeah.
And,
So
and
I
for
think
some
that's
reason,
what's.
every kid wants to grow up super fast.
Yep.
I mean, think about it. When you were a kid, you couldn't wait to get the fuck out the crib, right?
I feel like Mace is opposite, and like I actually respect that because he's like the only kid I've ever met like that.
He was homeschooled though. His parents are geniuses.
I think that's really cool, actually. But yeah, so maybe it does because Mace is a good kid. I haven't heard him like talk shit or anything.
Like
maybe
Mace is a rare case in my opinion. Like I've never met anyone like
maybe
Mace.
It is the schools.
He's definitely.
I've met homeschooled people that would act like kids who were coming out of like a public school.
Yeah.
I've met some homeschool kids that were really fucking weird.
It could also be why a 15-year-old killer. I don't know. It could be mental issues. I feel like that's
another thing. Like I was discussing earlier, how just the staggering price on mental. Sorry, hold on, guys. I'm bougie as fuck.
You're fine.
Sorry, that's my espresso maker.
I
told y'all we do big things around here. Big things. All right. So like I was saying earlier. Christ, what was I saying? Shit, marijuana affects the memory. No, the espresso distracted me.
I don't remember. Come on, I can't figure this damn piece out.
What piece?
This one. Figure this one out.
You guys are still doing that weird.
No, we're doing furries now.
Oh, that's better.
Okay, now I remember. It goes back to what I was saying about mental health being so fucking unattainable. Did you know in the black community, mental health is not even fucking talked about?
I'm sure it's not.
It's stigmatized.
I probably can't really talk about it.
It's literally stigmatized. Even when, and this is the only thing I can say about cloud rappers. Even when cloud rappers took over the world and let people know, hey, black people feel depression, no one bought it. What's more is, no one did a fucking thing about it. When these kids full-blown told you, I'm on drugs and I'm fucking sad. I mean, we lost how many rappers to fucking overdose? And they told you.
Yeah.
They told you, hey, I'm sad and I'm on drugs.
Lefty's killer in my chat said more espresso, less depresso.
Hey!
No, so when I went to Vincent's, I was like I had like quite a few black friends, so we kind of talked about that stuff, but especially like playing basketball, you just talk about life and shit. We weren't like playing a game, we just shoot around. And like my friend DeAndre, everyone would come and be like, "Oh, you're the whitest black kid I've ever met. You're whiter than Cole." And it's just because like he wasn't afraid of like talking about like mental health and shit, and then everyone like, "Oh, you're so fucking white." Like and I was like, I actually felt bad for him. I was like, "Nah, talk about that shit. Like that you shouldn't be criticized for it."
Well, it's part of general health, man. Like, even I was in the military.
That's kind of why I left my old friend group.
You did what?
I used to hang out with people, and like they were all right people. They weren't bad to hang out with, but then like in recent years, they started getting real like fucking bad, and like you say anything, and they just fucking hound you for like talking about any problem, or even if you just like misspoke.
That shit's
about
toxic.
Something.
Yeah,
that's so toxic, man.
That's people who can't have a friendly disagreement on certain things.
Yeah,
like maybe I'm a little more sensitive because like I used to have real bad depression, like really bad. Like my arms all cut the fuck up from when I was a kid, but I kind of grew out of it. So like I get where people are coming from.
I grew up in a generation where your parents would beat your ass if you cut yourself.
My parents didn't. No, my parents beat my ass.
You know what I mean? You'd be sitting there with the knife talking about like, man, I should just make the pain go away, and then you were like, damn, but dad gonna bust me in the motherfucking head.
I remember one time like I had gym class in high school, and there's just like a huge like wound on my arm, and like every time I ran, it hurt so bad. God, I remember that. Yeah, I'm so glad I'm out of that phase. I was like dating like a really sketch girl too at the time who was just like, hey, we should kill ourselves. That kind of girl.
What?
Yeah, I've talked about her already. Yeah, she was fucked.
That's crazy. Sometimes chicks get you to do some fucking off the hinge shit. Well, I guess
Yeah.
love. Never mind. Let me step that back. Love.
Yeah. It can't be
Yeah.
sexist.
Yeah.
What? I'll be sexist all day.
Lefty said mental health is really hard for anyone to get like right now, like be able to mentally healthy. I think a lot of it is digital age. Like it helps, but I'm sure it makes it a lot worse. And it's not exactly digital's or like digital age's fault, the internet's fault. It's more of how people perceive the internet, of how they're like, oh, all these people are doing good. I'm not. It's
How
just
they
human
metabolize it.
nature. Yeah.
It's how they metabolize the information they're fucking being bombarded with.
I was gonna say
I
you
did
could
get
ha-
help from a therapist, by the way.
I
I was asked if I
I've
did.
had some good therapists too, man.
No, I never really did anything for me. I was like, it's all right to talk
Oh,
about.
my
I just
bad. You
never
were being
trusted.
sarcastic, bro. Oh,
No. She
Oh.
asked if I had any therapists. I did. They didn't really help, and like I said, my parents weren't rich, so I was like, I really don't want you to be paying for this. Was the main thing.
yeah. And there's no such thing as low income mental health.
I
Like
was
even
gonna
if you
say
sign
you
up for
could
something like the state provided insurance, there is no allotment for mental health.
Yep,
you get,
there is really not.
Yeah, there's not. And you would think the people who are poor are going to be the most sad. So why
Yeah,
not
that's
make their
some of
minds
my-
healthy?
That's what I get sad about now. Is like college grades or money. That's like the only times I get depressed.
I was gonna say, I
Because
think
money
you
is
could
very
ask
well a
these
factor
guys.
in happiness. It really is.
Yeah.
People want to be like, well, money isn't happiness. It's like, no, it isn't.
But
Not metaphysically, but the shit that you need to live comfortably, which
Yeah,
makes
it's like
you happy,
you
costs
can't
money.
you can't describe like financial security to a rich person who's never been poor.
Absolutely
Like
not.
financial
That's right.
security is such like a booster for your mental health. Just like you don't have to worry about, oh, can I eat tonight? Who knows?
Yeah,
Like
or
that
just
shit is hard.
yeah, like looking at your gas gauge and it's on the F, on the
Oh
fucking
god.
F. You know, you
Like
know what
people
that's
would
like,
come
right?
in.
You
People
get
would
up,
come into the
you get that
gas
needle touch
station.
the F, and you're like, holy shit! Oh my god, I haven't seen a full tank in a year.
God, that's so depressing. Like when I work gas station, people would come in and they'd give me like $1.50 in change, and I'd be like, "Oh, I feel so bad for you
The
right
struggle.
now." I
Yeah,
felt
I've been
bad
there.
for them.
I've been there.
Almost made me want to
Oh.
cry.
I
To
was gonna
see
say, I
people
think
like,
you could ask these guys. I think these guys were around when I was going through shit, and I just took like a what was it? I took like a 2.5 month break from the internet, pretty much.
Yeah, there was a
Yeah.
while where you were just gone. You were just completely gone.
I was just
It
hoping
was only
they're
a couple
alright.
weeks, I thought.
No,
No, he's
gone
talking
for a
about. He's
while.
talking about a lot earlier.
Yeah,
Oh.
a long time ago.
I don't know.
How
if I
did you
was
feel
talking to
after?
him then.
Well, I just started focusing on like hobbies and other stuff, and yeah, I felt way better
What kind of
like
hobbies?
because I
you-
wasn't around like the people that were causing me stress by like
yeah,
telling me that I was fucking retarded and some other
yeah,
bullshit.
and all that outside stimuli was missing, and all you were able to get to the root of the critter that you are.
I hope you know, Calvin. When I'm never serious about any insult I've ever
No,
given you.
I know.
Okay.
And if it gets to the point where it's like starting to fucking be
Yeah, just
too
tell
much,
me. I'll chill.
yeah.
'Cause we do
That
meme
was
on
the
it.
problem with the group I was talking about is like you'd say yeah I don't want to have to deal with this right now. Could you just stop? And then they would just keep going.
Yeah, the Rainbows and Lefties are talking about how like the healthcare is so expensive. Lefty says their meds alone break their wallet every month.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I don't know. I'm Republican on a lot of ideas, which I usually don't talk about. But I'm kind of more centrist. There's also Democratic ideas. For a while I was against free healthcare, but I don't know about 100% free healthcare. But I think it should be revamped a lot.
Yeah, don't because if you might look at like Canada and whatever, like they have free healthcare, but it's a terrible healthcare system. Like
Ours needs fixed, but yeah,
they
Yeah,
don't get
no,
the help
their
they need
healthcare
there.
system is janky, and they do pay for it. Their sales tax is fucking murderous.
yeah, they pay like
It's
50%
like
tax.
here in Colorado, people just keep like
Taxation is murderous.
I'm gonna say here in Colorado, people just keep voting on raising the taxes because like, oh, we need this, we need this, we need this, so let's raise our taxes. It's like we're getting up. I think Colorado's up to like 14% now, and I feel
Holy
like
shit.
that's ridiculous. But I'm
A
like,
sales tax?
Not
Oh,
sales tax, just
oh.
like state tax.
I thought it was
State
sales tax. I was
taxation.
like, holy shit.
State
Well,
tax on
that
everything
will
is
apply to
14%.
sales tax and quite a few other things.
Yeah, sales tax in Indiana is 7%.
Yeah, that's a smooth
Yeah.
sales tax.
I was
Although
gonna
I'm
say-
right above Kentucky, which has an even better sales tax. It's retarded. I go down there for gas and cigarettes.
Fair.
Was
I'll be
Yeah, it's
bootlegging
okay.
every month and shit.
So, kind of going back and forth, more on I guess, the Republican side of arguments. When I worked at that gas station, what I noticed a lot, like, welfare is so fucked. Like, some people just don't deserve it. What would happen is people would come in, use their welfare. Well, we are at a gas station, so everything's super expensive, first of all. Don't use your welfare at a gas station to buy
So
groceries.
would they buy like $40 worth of fucking candy?
Yeah,
right in
they
front
would
of you?
buy like cases of pop and shit, and I'm like, dude, this is like $10 for a 24-pack of pop.
And you
and
watched all
there's-
your tax dollars walk the fuck out in the form of diabetes?
Yeah, so even that,
Oh,
there's a grocery store right there beside the gas station. They just had to walk like maybe
10
like
feet.
200 feet, and they're at a grocery store.
yup.
And
Where their
so
money would go
even then,
further.
on top of that, those idiots that would use their welfare there, they would spend all their welfare money on groceries, and they'd be like, "Hey, can I get 4 packs of cigs, or can I get a carton of cigs?" And then they start paying with their own cash.
Yep.
And I'd be like, "Oh my god, it's so fucked up." I was like, "Yeah, sure."
And that's why they came to you for groceries, because you had the convenience of cheaper cigarettes and scratchers to buy with their groceries.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit used to infuriate me all the time. I'd watch these like generational welfare moms with like 6 fucking dirtball children to shit up in Linton, drag those little motherfuckers into my Haji Mart, and then fucking buy like $40 worth of candy to shit. And I'm like, you enjoying my fucking tax dollars there, ho?
The place was dope, though. I liked hanging out up there, actually.
That gas station was teed as fuck, bruh, and I rocked that bitch.
Yeah.
Clara and I rocked that bitch. Let's rephrase that. Clara and I. She was my nighttime security.
So I might offend someone here. I don't really apologize if I do. One of my biggest, like, I guess grinds my gears, pet peeve things is when people have 4, 5, and even more kids, especially when they can't support them. Like,
Oh yeah.
I hate that shit. Like, you see, like, these really
you know, the
trashy
only
people.
reason they have those amount of kids though is to collect fucking money from the government,
It's
right?
so
Yeah.
infuriating, dude.
Your
You're ruining
earnings,
those
your
kids'
earnings
life.
go up.
Those
Your
kids are going to
earnings
grow
go
up
up
to ruin lives.
exponentially.
It's exponential growth on like just shit other people have to support, and that's like one of the biggest reasons our world or like the economies are failing, natural or like all this resource shortage is because
That is
you're fucking
one of
stupid.
our bigger drags on the economy. It is one of our bigger drags.
That shit pisses me off so much. I'm like, just kind of reproductive responsibility. You don't need 4 kids. This isn't the 1700s where you need them all to be on your farming all the time.
Well, that in the 1700s, like 6 of them weren't going to make it.
Yeah,
So,
and now they're all going to make it. They're all going to grow up
Yeah.
to be shitty. They're all. I mean, there's a chance that probably one of them are going to kill someone because they grew up in a shitty environment with probably no parental guidance, no like mental support because you have too many kids.
Cole,
you're-
find this ear.
So
and let's also take it one step further. You were probably conceived under the effects of alcohol and crystal methamphetamine.
yeah,
So that's going to leave you jogged for your entire existence. I mean, yeah, it's funny, but
and it's not their fault. It's not the kid's fault. Like
It was a unilateral
it's their
decision.
shitty parents' fault, and they're probably going to make the
Uh-huh.
same decisions now because
The
there's
same
like,
fucking decisions, and it's like cycles that keep perpetuating themselves.
yeah, there's really nothing you can do, and it's so infuriating. It's like there's actually like good people trying to make an honest living here, and you're just ruining it for everyone.
Uh-huh.
Like there's like
Right.
people who have done good shit with their lives, like actually good human beings, and you're taking shit out of their mouth.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And in
That's really
addition to which,
frustrating.
like, you know, you with these problems, it like it forces cats in like your age bracket. It's like fucking just shit situation.
Yeah,
You
like
know? Like your father's father got out of college and got a whole ass fucking house.
yeah, my dad didn't go to college and got a house. He worked a gas
Yeah.
station.
But whoa, he worked a gas station and got a house.
Well, he started a gas station, then he went on car sales, but he got a bunch of.
Okay.
He
Yeah,
made
But
enough
he was
money.
able to grind his way up
Yeah.
from a gas station, which now at today's standard is fucking impossible.
Yeah, when you
Dude,
just say
he
gas
has
station,
stories,
it sounds
though.
like he started from the bottom.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut or do a hard cut, so kind of off topic. He has stories about do you know BB King?
Yes.
He met BB King when he was like 14, 15. Like,
Oh.
so like the tour bus pulls up at his gas station, and like the guy comes in, he's like, or like there's a few kids working. He's like, hey, can you go give this to the guy on the tour bus? So my dad comes in, he says there's like prostitutes sitting on the couch, and there he goes in. BB King's just sitting back. He's like, hey kid, you got something for me? Like, just like really cool story about him. BB King was like one of the original gangsters too. That dude was
He
cool.
did like the blowing the hookers too.
Yeah. My dad
All the
could
greats,
attest to it.
all the greats, man, all the greats enjoyed the blowing the hookers.
That's too expensive. if you
I think
can't
it's sort of
afford
like I don't know. When you get up to that level,
BB
it's sort of
King's
a
old.
prerequisite.
BB
I
King's like
think, like,
70s.
Somebody
Right.
shows up to your house and they're like, "Look, son, you have made it. You are now an OG. Here is your cocaine. Here is your prostitute. Have a good life."
But yeah, I would have brought that story. My dad loves that story. Like I said, I'm big fans of my parents, so I'm kind of biased, but my dad's pretty cool. He's a lot cooler now that he doesn't beat me. No, he used to smoke like 3 packs a day, so he was just like all the time, just like pissed off, like just constant nicotine overdose. Because I guess that's like what he grew up in.
Oh, he's a walking stress ball.
Yeah, he was, and then he quit at cold turkey, and he's fine now. Like he came back
Alright.
to me, and he's like, "Hey, I'm sorry for like beating you when you were a kid." He's like, "I mean, I was a shit kid, so it wasn't entirely deserved. I'd fight with my mom. He
Yeah,
would
you
usually
still
like
are.
tackle me and beat the shit out of me, you know, that kind
You're
of
welcome
stuff."
for the sub.
Did you sub to me? It didn't say.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, you think you should have to push in the chat? It says like,
Yeah, it said share,
Okay.
but I didn't want to.
okay.
I'm not public with my
But yeah, so
donations.
my dad, like, even I think I was like 12, and I'd start fighting back. Like, I think I tackled my dad down a flight of stairs one time.
Whoa.
Like, it was bad. But he apologized. He's a lot cool. Best way I can describe him is he's an actual cowboy. Not like
Yeah.
hick or anything, but he spent his like 20 to 30 just driving a Harley around the US and going down to Mexico and stuff and fighting
Okay.
people in bars.
Whoa.
Like he has stories about how like he was really drunk and he pissed on this one dude, is like this big dude, and he just like, or him and the other dude just beat the shit out of each other in a bar. My dad's not a small dude either. My dad's 6'7".
Oh
So
shit.
Hey, Cole, you want to wrap here soon? We're about an hour and 30 in.
yeah, we can wrap soon.
Honestly, the only famous person my mom has ever told me she's ever met was Hulk Hogan, and she went to high school with him, and she says he was a fucking asshole.
I can imagine that. Yeah, seems right.
Also, we could do a bonus episode after this. It could just be us, or Billy. You can stick around if you want.
All right.
It's completely up to you.
Famous people
I'm
we
rather
met.
enjoying my time.
Yeah, I
Oh,
am
okay,
too.
cool.
I'm doing fine. I don't know if you guys were wanting to wrap. I'm
No,
doing
I'm
fine
great.
though.
If we wrap, we'll just put the rest onto a bonus episode because I need bonus content to put on the Patreon. Stuff that
Okay.
people actually will have to pay for to listen to. Because like the podcast episodes, those are all free, but there's bonus content. And
I'm just having fun with my jigsaw puzzle.
I think for
think
$25,
Our jigsaw puzzle.
for $25, you can get a link to this Discord, our private Discord, where we stream the podcast. You can ask
Honestly,
questions.
25 is a bit steep.
You can chat with us and stuff like that.
Calvin, what the fuck is this? Is this a bell? Oh, I see it. Gucci.
Well, 25 is for
backpack.
fan recognition and stuff like that, Calvin. That's why that's that.
We're talking about meeting famous people. My Aunt Susan, Uncle RT, their neighbor when they were like, I think they were like 30s. They're like 60s now, so this is a while ago. When they were 30, their neighbor was Tony Stewart and his parents. and they like Tony Stewart actually walked their dogs for summer job.
Holy shit.
That's a pretty cool story. You actually might know my uncle, Beal.
Yeah.
So have you seen Blackburn and Green attorneys at law signs everywhere? I don't know if they do that many.
Yes.
Yeah, my uncle's green.
He's green.
Yeah.
All right. I fuck with that. That's dope.
So you never need a personal injury attorney. I got you.
I'll
Him and I
give
are
you a
pretty
jingle,
close.
man. Hell yeah. Fuck, does it count if I hurt myself?
No, it's mostly work injuries.
Damn it.
But, yeah.
All right, I work at U-Haul, so that should be easy as fuck.
Do you actually?
They're really good. My uncle.
Yeah, I actually do work at a U-Haul. It's my day job. Still producing everything for money as well, but I always keep a paper job, dude. No matter what.
Yeah.
They're
I
very
could be like
successful.
Puff Daddy's level, and I'll still be like at least at a greasy spoon making fries or doing the dishes or something. You know?
Yeah.
Got to keep you humble.
Bro, when
Yeah,
you
you
lived
know
in
what I'm
Linton,
saying?
you had like 3 jobs back in the day.
Oh yeah. I don't have to have as many
fuck
out here.
that. I don't
There's
know
more
how you do
spots.
that.
I
That's
was making edibles at one point. I mean, there's way more opportunities for money out here.
Jesus.
I seen
Yeah,
that.
no,
You were
I had
advertising on
B-1LL
Facebook.
bakery going on. It was ridiculous. I stopped though. I did it just long enough to raise some funds, and that was it. We were doing a fundraiser for the studio. The studio's awesome now, so we're not drug
Fundraiser.
dealers. We're fundraisers.
We're
was gonna say,
fundraisers.
fuck-
Just
Fucking-
like I
Yes.
imagine you just like post up outside of school, with like that white like folding table, like just giant baggies of like Coke. Just,
A little paperboard sign that I drew up too. I didn't even buy
yeah,
a real
like a
sign.
lemonade stand or some shit.
You
It's
know,
a
the
$10
fucking-
grams. Come get yours.
Yeah, no. When they
2
first
for
legalized
15 mids.
marijuana here in Colorado, they had a 420 festival on 420. And they had little vending machines all down the fucking alleyway, or not alleyway, wherever they were having it, the road.
Right.
So you you live in Evansville? You like Street Fest?
The fall festival.
Yeah.
Oh, I went to that one time. It was sick.
Yeah, it's pretty teed.
It's a
The
little
rides
packed,
leave a lot
though.
to be desired because the rides are just
Oh,
like your
fuck
bullshit travel carny shit. But
yeah,
the
it's
food,
just like
man,
a Ferris wheel, and that's like the main attraction.
No, the food was the one reason we went
the
there.
food,
Yeah,
yeah, that
same.
food is what you're there for. but-
Alligator jerky, like pig brain
Deep fried
sandwich.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
weird shit, but really good.
There's a lot of weird shit in that fucking festival, man. Like brain sandwiches and shit.
Yeah, pig brain sandwiches.
I don't touch
didn't
any of the
try-
weird shit.
Yeah, they have pig brain sandwiches, a real
Pig
thing.
brain sandwiches, man. Yeah, and it's literally what
crazy.
they're famous for.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Aren't you not
it's the whole kit and caboodle is all about them goddamn brain sandwiches.
Honestly, aren't you not supposed to eat like brains of anything?
No, it's bad for you a little bit.
Yeah, prions. You don't want prions.
Yeah,
Is that the
you're not
bad
supposed to eat-
Proteins.
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat. Even out in the wild, man, if you find an animal that's like picked clean by fucking, regular ass animals, man, the brain is still there. It's like
Yeah.
the scavengers that eat that shit because their stomachs are adapted for it.
I'm kind of nerdy. I know a lot of like science shit. You get prions from that, which are like misfolded proteins.
Alright.
And if you eat those, your like body starts thinking like, oh, that's the correct way to fold proteins. And when they do that, holes start developing in your muscles and your brain and stuff because
That's
the
fucked
proteins
up.
aren't connecting.
Okay, so
That's
it's an
how
improper protein.
mad cow disease happened.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they were like grinding brains up or like brains with like a bunch of shit. That's just how they make animal food. They just
And then
grind shit
feeding it to the
together.
fucking cows
Yeah.
as a filler.
Yep.
That's
That's yucky.
ridiculous.
Big yucky.
Ugh. Yeah,
It's
no,
pretty
those
much how they used
sandwiches
to make
even,
hot dogs.
Yeah.
the sandwiches, like the brain sandwiches, bro, they're still chintzy too, man. Like,
Oh, I
still,
haven't
like,
tried them. I might
it's still
pass
like
on that
50%
one.
bread, man. I saw one of them and I was like, I'm not eating that shit, but wow, that's mostly bread.
The alligator jerky was good though.
Was
I don't know
it?
if you had that. Yeah.
You guys have
No,
kangaroo?
like I
Yeah,
said,
they
the
have that there,
odd
too.
shit, I just walked past. Now I have a choice. In Hawaii, I didn't have a choice to like not eat throw up. Now that I have a choice, I exercise the fuck out of that. I'm like, nope, not taking no brains. Give me some macaroni and cheese, please.
Speaking of kangaroo meat, Calvin. Apparently, kangaroo meat's one of the cheapest in the world.
Yeah, it's because they're like fucking rabbits over there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like there's a school I think in Wisconsin that got sued for selling or they were serving kangaroo meat as beef and they're just trying to save money, so they got sued.
Understandable.
It's a wicked marketing
Yeah.
threat.
I would have definitely sued the shit out of that school.
Yeah, that's messed up.
But
I'm
you
like,
know,
bruh.
like kangaroos are just big, fucking muscly rabbits. In fucking Australia,
Shit.
literally,
They're
you
like
could hit a
everywhere.
fucking kangaroo like at fucking 60 miles an hour. That thing will still probably get up and hop away, like nothing fucking happened.
Meanwhile,
And
your
your car-
SUV is fucking destroyed. You're like totaled.
Yeah, pretty much.
Meanwhile, your Escalade got fucking totaled. He gets up, shakes his head, and hops the fuck
It's
away.
like it's Jackie Legs, right? From the movie.
Pretty much.
Stupid.
He always got my jacket with the What movie is that? Is
Oh
it Jackie
god,
Legs?
what the fuck
Kangaroo
is that
Jack?
called?
Kangaroo Jack.
Kangaroo
Yeah.
Jack.
I watched it when I was a kid, but I
knock
don't
you
really
out.
remember it.
I think I saw that movie one time on mushrooms.
I remember it being bad. That's all
Yeah, I
I
mean,
remember.
of course
It wasn't even
has,
enjoyable on psychedelics, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
that's
a good-
fucking crazy
besides-
because like peeing is entertaining on psychedelics.
I was like,
You're
besides
sitting like,
being,
ooh, the stream.
besides
But
being
yeah, no, Kangaroo
okay
Jack
for
was not
a single laugh
entertaining.
or two, Kangaroo Jack was a terrible movie.
They have that one, the main black guy. He's funny usually, though. I like that guy.
Didn't he?
Hell's his real name?
I was about to call him Percy Jackson.
No,
Isn't he
it's
one of the Wayans boys? I don't know. He's like the fat Wayans.
oh, he
or something. I
might
don't
be.
know.
He might be.
He'd be the one Wayans boy that gained weight.
No, it's which one's
What's
his
that
real
kid's
name? Which one's their fake? Anthony Anderson, apparently. What a lame
Ah.
name. Oh,
Oh,
Michael
I like him in
Shannon's in
Malibu.
that.
I liked him in Malibu's Most Wanted.
I know Michael. Yeah, of course, Michael Shannon. He's the bad guy. Michael Shannon is always the bad guy in movies, though. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
Yeah,
He doesn't do anything else,
I was
really.
gonna say, so is Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
But the Walken had to grind at, bruh.
Yeah,
Christopher Walken is like a legit dude. Like he was one of the firefighters saving people in 9/11. He was a volunteer firefighter.
He was also an accomplished dancer and fucking master of Shakespearean theater.
I have so much respect for that dude.
Mad respect.
Yeah.
That dude is cold as fuck. That's probably like the only human being in this world that could walk up to me in an alley and I'd be like, bro, look, here, you can have the wallet, take my girlfriend, you can have all of it, dog. I'd hand him the title to my car, everything. Like, bro, just, I don't want no trouble.
Lefty said they like Laguna, which is cow tongue. Have you heard that in tacos? I've never had it personally.
Oh,
I don't know. Cow tongue
I've had
doesn't taste.
gyudon, which is
I
like
was, yeah.
thinly sliced cow tongue. It's like a Japanese dish. I fuck with that.
I was gonna say I've only had cow tongue once, and it was just chewy. It didn't really have a flavor. It was honestly just chewy.
It's flavorless and it's a little bit rubbery. That's all. But I mean, it's not bad rubbery like calamari and shit like that. Like squid is like bad rubbery. Like
no, I love calamari.
I can't.
It's hard to
stand
gnaw on though. Like
Yeah,
it's rubbery as
its
shit.
muscles are kind of the same.
It's too hard to eat for me. I always get
it's
it too,
pretty
just because it
difficult.
looks cool.
I don't know where I have it somewhere. I ate a whole baby octopus at some buffet in Louisiana.
You
It was
have
Louisiana.
talent.
I was gonna say I ordered like whole octopus tentacles, and I tried it, chewed on it for about half hour, and then I was like, you know what, this is better used for slapping my brother.
Lefty said they prefer their cow tongue ground into tacos, like ground meat.
I was gonna say that's understandable.
Rainbow's asked if you ever had cow liver. I don't think I have.
Yes, I grew up on it.
I say I've had a
I
couple
had
different
like
types of
a
liver,
really
but-
abusive mom who thought it was cool to feed kids motherfucking cow liver.
Is that why she was abusive, or she was actually?
No, she was actually abusive,
Okay,
but
that's
like
what
that was just one of the many facets of her abusiveness.
Okay.
Her abusiveness was
I'm
like
not-
a
I'm not trying to
diamond,
laugh at
It
your-
had
your childhood.
many cuts and grooves in it.
I'm not trying to like make fun of your childhood. I'm laughing with you.
Oh no, it's all good, man. Like I've learned to, I can
Laugh at
string
the
together
pain.
Right. I could like string together a whole 45-minute comedy routine based on the way that bitch would just fuck
I mean,
up
actually,
food left and right.
I've thought about doing stand-up comedy. I kind of want to.
I worked for a comedy
Billy
club
do.
one time, to tell you the truth. And I did an open mic one time, and I was never allowed back.
Really?
Oh my God, you guys want to hear the joke?
I don't know if I do. Hold on.
Hold on, this is a
is it
doozy.
safe?
Seth, I think you've heard this one. I think I've told you this story
Is
before.
it
Yeah, I was
safe
gonna
for,
say I heard you do a
stream?
comedy skit in one of your band practices one time. And it was actually really entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Seth, you've heard. Is this safe for Twitch?
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. Go ahead.
All right. So my joke went as such. I walked up and I looked at the crowd and I looked at them and I said, you know what? I have got a problem with Hawaiian pizza. Big problem. That shit is racist.
I'm gonna say because it's Canadian.
No, man. Just because you put a pineapple on anything doesn't make it Hawaiian. What if I
That's
put
actually
watermelon
pretty
on my
funny.
pizza?
Does
What do
that
I
make
got
it black
to put
pizza?
watermelon on my pizza?
I wouldn't
And
have
that
you.
was the joke that got me kicked off. They killed the lights on me, and the manager was like, "Get the fuck off the stage."
My jokes wouldn't be that intense. I just have like stupid jokes. I usually like tweet them out or something.
I was gonna say
no, I mean-
there was this. I was at a Chinese restaurant, and the fucking chef came out, and he's like, "You guys want to hear a joke?" And he's like, "So if you have a black guy dating a Chinese woman, it's Blackanese. Now, what if you
Oh
have?
no, I might turn you
Now,
down.
what
for
if
this
you
one,
have?
Calvin.
I'm not gonna finish the joke because it's not appropriate for Twitch.
Aw.
But it's like, what if you have a black person dating a Vietnamese person? What do you call it?
I don't know.
I'm not going to answer.
Are we just supposed to figure it out on our own?
Nah, it's vinegar.
That's
what you call
I had a Vietnamese friend that we called that because every time we saw him, like he dressed like super 90s hip hop, and he was like off the boat. Now, mind you, this is like 2008. Like, he literally
early
came from
2000s, man, was fucked.
Yeah, but he was still dressing like it was 90s hip hop because he, like I said, he came off the boat and there's like that
Oh,
little
okay, I
lag
got you.
in
I got
Western
you.
culture over there. Yeah? So he came off the boat looking that way and he's like, I'm from Vietnam. I was like, oh, look at this vinegar ass kid right here. And the whole squad lost it. We adopted him right afterwards.
Was he wearing like
We
parachute
literally
pants?
adopted him right afterwards. We were just like, bruh, you're a loser just like us. You're staying with us.
Please tell me he was wearing parachute pants.
Yeah, bruh, damn near. Damn near, bruh. They were big as fuck.
Dude,
Like,
I got
and
shit on
They were the
for liking those.
they were the Chinko jeans, right?
Yes, and he had them bitches cuffed up like 12 inches. I was like, holy shit, Ice Cube. It's like, you're from far East Coast.
So
He was
my
cool as
jokes
fuck,
aren't
though.
like they aren't that well thought out. I just have some like really quick dumb things, like, especially when I'm tired of thinking of stupid stuff. Like I saw that they named the new ISIS leader. I think I tweeted out how to get my ex named as the new ISIS leader or something like that. Just like stupid shit. Like, I think try to remember how I worded some of the other ones. Oh, I think I said something. I was like, "You guys you're all stupid for buying new needles. I'm saving using my or reusing mine." It's just like dumb stuff that I come up with while I'm tired.
Yeah,
I've
some
got
stuff
some
he posts
decent.
is really funny.
I got one. Hey, Seth,
Huh?
what's red and bad for your teeth, bud?
Uh...
A brick, duh.
Oh.
Oh,
See, that would be the other reason why I got kicked off stage, because that bitch knew where the jokes were about to go. And she was mad because it was actually Sean Felipe and this other comedian who literally goaded me into getting on stage while she was outside having a cigarette. And she had preached and preached and preached, don't let him on stage. He's vile. He's vile. And they literally snuck me up there. And when she got back from her cigarette, she was fuming. But that other comedian, bro, he cracked me up. He was an old black guy who was blind. And his whole routine started off so smooth. He'd walk up, he'd be like, well, I'm pretty sure you could tell by now, ladies and gentlemen, I am a comedian and I have a disability. I'm black.
I think I did another one because like our school was kind of messed up. I was like, we didn't have like most popular person in our yearbook. Ours was most likely to sell crack.
Most likely to get arrested on a
Yeah.
theft charge.
'Cause
Most
our
likely
school
to catch
was messed up.
GTA.
Who's first to catch Hep C? That kind. Kind of doing it in stand up, but I'd have to like write them out. I can't come up with them on the fly.
Well,
Not
tell
when
you
I'm
the
in front
truth,
of people.
working in that club taught me something about the comedy industry. They don't do that shit off the fly.
I
Kevin
doubt.
Hart is not that funny off the hip. Tell you
I
the
don't
truth.
even think he's funny at all. To be fair, I don't like Kevin
Good.
Hart.
Good job. You have an amazing perception. You passed my second test.
I think his jokes are like the same jokes I would tell in like third grade.
Yeah, a lot of rehashed like potty humor.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is like that whole routine he does has been premeditated, thought out, written down, rewritten, and ran. Well, for him, he's rich. He can run it through 6 Jewish editors and he's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, that's how you do a routine. It's rehearse, rehearse, rehearse. And it's what's funny about it is I'd sit in that club and hear the same routines over and over and over again. So come like the 32nd time you listen to this dude do his whole stand-up routine, you can like mime it right behind him. And he will still genuinely laugh to this shit to get the crowd to laugh as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
there's
like
a whole
it's almost like
science
it's a
behind it.
showpiece. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. So like, dude, you could definitely do it. Just
See,
take all your jokes.
that would be even funnier is if you just walked up behind him and started doing the same exact routine.
He would be
I
so
should have one
pissed.
time just been his shadow. No,
Pretty
I wouldn't
much.
have done it to that guy. He was mega arrogant. I used to like to hang out with Rob, who was the blind black guy, and Sean Felipe. He was actually on Comedy Central a couple times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I mean, you guys. I used to kick it with famous people out in Hawaii. That's fucking real.
That's pretty
That's-
cool.
Honestly,
A lot of
I don't
dude.
think I'd
Everybody
ever go
goes to
back
Hawaii
to
for
Hawaii.
vacation.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think
All
I'd ever
sorts of
go
fucking
back
crazy
to
people out
Hawaii.
there.
Even Adam Sandler.
No,
Yo,
no, I didn't get to meet Adam Sandler.
Do you know about that conspiracy theory?
No.
That Adam Sandler only goes to like big vacation spot places to film movies so he could take his friends on vacation.
Oh no, I don't think it's that's true. I mean, he owns his own company.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that's the whole
that's all
reason.
coming out of pocket. He's got his own production company.
Yeah, he just goes and like films movies and stuff, and then he's
But
like, "Oh,
if
while
he
we're
put it
here."
on the company's, if he put it on the company's credit card, he could easily write that shit
Yeah.
off as an
It's
Yeah.
expense.
like what my uncle I said he works as an attorney. He buys a brand new truck every year for work. I mean, he
I was gonna say-
owns the company, so he's like, yeah, it's my work vehicle. Just buys a brand new
It
truck.
reminds me of a video I saw recently where this guy was recreating his fucking skate videos from when he was fucking like 14 years old in the 90s. He fucking went out into a big and tall store to get like the fucking jeans that looked exactly the same, like the Chinko jeans and stuff, because he couldn't find them anywhere.
Colin, I'm gonna be real with you. This tree's wrong. I don't know how it's wrong,
I agree,
but we're never gonna finish that.
but when he's buying it, and the guy's like, "Would you like a receipt?" He's like, "Yes, this is a business expense."
All right, we're like 20, almost 30 minutes over our mark, so you guys want to wrap?
Yeah, we'll wrap. I started. You get a wrap. Don't do it
Okay.
bad.
Thanks for tuning in to the 2.5 Thiccies podcast.
I got an ear. Where does this go?
Stream will keep going.
B-1LL, do you have anything to
Thank-
shout out?
Thanks
Links?
for having me. First and foremost, if anybody wants to check out any of my music, I'm on SoundCloud. Just look for B-1LL or Cash Scheme Team or Cash Scheme Productions. If you throw any of that into your YouTube, Twitter, any of that shit, you'll find me.
He'll probably put a link for it in the video, so you just go click on it.
Yeah, I'll put
All
links.
right, I'll send that information over to Seth so that can all get laced in there.
I'm gonna continue to stream, but we'll probably stop the podcast. But we can still talk and do shit like that. Just more
no, I'm
relaxed after that.
I'm actually going to keep Craig in here so we can keep talking afterwards.
Okay.
because I'm gonna cut it and make a bonus episode.
All right. I can
Well,
just
cool,
unlist
thanks.
this video from my Twitch if you want.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I mean, so people watching it now can see it, but you won't be able to go back and watch it.
Yeah. You should probably unlist it actually.
Okay. So you can watch it now, but you can't go back.
Anyways,
You can't watch it now. Leave.
follow us on patreon.com/2.5 Thiccies.
Don't do that.
Do that. We've got
Don't do it.
very, very wonderful tiers that you can.
Yeah, you pay
like-
15,000, isn't it?
Yeah,
Don't
15,000 for a picture of
because I
Calvin's
will
face.
not. I will not honor that.
Yeah,
If
you
you
will.
get 15, dude, I will go to Colorado and I will force a picture of
That's
Calvin.
what I said.
Yeah,
Just
if you can
don't
find
tell
me.
Calvin we hit the 15,000. I'll be
You
like,
can
hey
find
man,
me.
I
come to
was
visit
gonna-
my brother or something.
I'll
Anyways,
be like, oh, you're coming to visit? All right, time to not be found anywhere.
we'll see you next week.
All right,
Bye bye.
same time next week. See you
Goodbye.
guys.